So welcome to Wellington. We're here at the horse show. I'm getting ready for a Candace King clinic. I'm excited but a little nervous. This is my horse Mahoney. He's staying at the show right now. Hi. Hi, Pony. Come here. This is Mahoney. I bought him as a horse to get me into the meters, the meter 10s again when I was, I'd say 15, 16, and now I'm 17. I've had him for, about like a year and a half now, and we're gonna do our first meter 40 next week, so it's really exciting. I know him really well, so it's nice to be moving up with a horse that I know well. His sire is Hamlet and his mare is Justella, so he has the same sire as Hickstead, if you know the stallion Hickstead. I can't say they're half brothers because technically that's only by the mother, but in human terms, they're half brothers. I went over to Holland when I was 16 after about almost a year of not riding. The horse I had had beforehand, I just didn't click with. It was a really bad experience. Made me want to give up. And about 6 months into not riding, I realized I'm like, what am I doing? I don't like this. So I told my dad, and we set up a trip to Europe again. About 3 months later, we went there, picked him out. He was trained by a 17-year-old girl who I'm now really, really good friends with. Her name is Renee. She had him since he was a year and a half, and I bought him when he was 7, so they had literally grown up together. It was her baby. She had only bought him as an investment. Was going to sell him to America for college money. So she really wanted him to go to a good home. It was like selling her baby. I felt so bad taking him away from her, but it was definitely a good fit. She had to finish out school with him because they're in Europe. They go to horse school where they ride 4 days a week, and it's a really cool program. So she had to finish out school with him, and then he got sent over in June. I had just finished my sophomore year, and she came over with him for 4 weeks to help me. She brought him over on the plane, and she really, really helped me get used to him because he was not a typical American ride. And yeah, I have a lot to thank for her because she trained him really, really well. And yeah, hopefully she comes this year and sees him again. He is the most forgiving, wanting to help you, will do anything for you horse in the world. I have never sat in a horse that literally just wants to cuddle with you or just will take any distance for you from anywhere. He Superman jumps for me way too many times I can count. He's a really, really good boy. He's very forgiving. And right? Do you remember? I was 4. And my dad was like, oh, we should get her to ride. There was a show barn right down the road from me, which is probably his biggest mistake. He started me there, and I'm still there. I'm 17 now, so 13 years later, 14 years later, 13 years later, I'm still at the same barn at home. I love it. I'm with James Benedetto. And then at shows here, he stays home, so I train with Bobby Ginsburg. As he licks me. Yeah, I have school. I'm in my senior year. School's been really good. I just got accepted to my college of choice. I committed to Sacred Heart University in Connecticut for riding. He thinks I have cheats, but yeah, I love it. I'm really excited. My dad was like, if you get into school, you can come down here all circuit, so that's what I'm doing. Usually, last year was my first time competing down here, and I brought him. And we only came for 3 weekends to show, and I came back for a couple weekends after that just to hang out and watch my friends. But yeah, we only showed for 3 weeks.
So are you going to school
here?
Yes.
Yeah, I have tutors every Monday to Wednesday to meet with me, tell me my work, teach me my work, and then the rest of the week I just do it on my own. I'd say I meet with them 3 hours about a day. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a lot of work you have to do on your own, so you'll find me sitting at the ring, doing my papers or something like that. But yeah, just trying to keep up.
So you guys do your own grooming, or?
Just on days that I don't show.
Okay.
Yeah, days that I do show, they're on full serve. But yeah, they'll groom them in the morning for us sometimes, so they're a little bit clean. That's about it.
It's not like you have assistants all the time.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
So that's a misconception.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't. We do a lot of it on our own.
And how much do you ride a day or a week?
Well, if my trainer asks me to ride other horses, I ride other horses. But I ride him About 45 minutes, like 30 minutes. A lot of times, he doesn't need a lot of prep, so I'll go on a hack through Grand Prix Village. He really, really likes that. I almost got lost the other day. But yeah, I just casual hacks, so.
Would you have any advice for kids that would like to do this next year?
Yeah, definitely come as a working student. I kind of regret not doing it, but I am working here. I'm working for Ann Gittins, a photographer, so I don't really have time at this point to do it. But to be a working student down here is phenomenal. You get to learn so much more than you ever would just sitting on one horse a day. You get to ride so many, you get to learn from the person. It's like you're their assistant trainer all the time. It's a really cool experience, especially if you're doing it with a trainer you really look up to. It's definitely well worth it.
And it's easy to get that kind of position?
You have to really work for it. You have to be hardworking. You have to be responsible. But I mean, if you ask around and you really want it bad enough, it's very easy to come across.
Because there's so many trainers.
Exactly, yeah.
People are coming and going to Europe.
Yeah. They'd rather have one very committed person that's kind of new to it than to have someone who's only going to come for a couple weeks, even though they've been there, done that, done everything. You know, it's just better to have a committed person on your team.
And is your ultimate goal to become a professional, or?
I get this a lot. I don't know yet. I would love to, but it's very, very hard to become a professional in the sport and to be successful enough to make your own money in this sport. You have to, you know, get sponsors, private sponsors, everything, a string of horses. My parents financially can't like support me and start me off like that, so they got me one horse, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll probably wait a couple years before I become a professional, if I do. I know last year my lower leg and my upper body was a hard one because I had only been into riding for a couple of months when I got here after a lot of time off, so trying to get that muscle back was hard. But now it's getting a lot better. I would say just moving up with him as a team who's never done the meter 40s to try and have positive experiences in it for the first time was going to be the hardest thing of them all. Actually, no, my trainer thought that I was, and he had always thought that I was just very confident, didn't get nervous. I know the other day when I told him that, like, that time when you go clear and then you have to wait in the ring for your jump off, I get so scared. Like, no one knows. Like, I try and hide it very well, but I get like very, very nervous. And it's just like he would have never guessed. And it's getting a lot better because now I feel more confident walking to a ring with him. But when I was moving up to like the meter 30s and the meter 35s, I was very, very nervous. And I'm hoping it doesn't come back when I move up again.
Okay, so you got these new pads
Yes, I did. I am obsessed with them. My horse loves them. He goes great in them. First time I rode in them, he was just so relaxed and felt like he was coming through his back. And it was just a really, really great feeling. They don't slip. He has huge shark fins, so it's like his withers are really, really high, and like everything I put on him just goes right back off his back. And these don't slip at all. I always have to use a non-slip pad without this pad, but with this, never have to use it.
And show the half pad? Like, that's not even on the market.
Right. This half pad is actually reversible. I chose white on the white side, and then I chose a little royal blue with the black side, and it looks amazing. The fabric it's so great. It opens up so you can wash it with the filler. Even better, it has a vent, which I love because a lot of other saddle pads, you just get really hot, and then when you take the saddle off, it's just, they don't feel comfortable almost. But this, it's like they never get hot almost. It's like right here is just a really good feeling for them. And they're always just feeling good, so I love it. I can't wait to ride in it and show in it and get so many compliments on it. My trainer's already in love with it too, so that's a good sign, yeah.
So that's good. Did anybody else grab it?
I only rode on the bridle pass with it, so no one but my trainer and my groom saw it, but they both were like fascinated by it. So it's a good sign. I'll be riding today at the show, around the show with it, and I probably will get a ton of compliments, so gearing up for that. But yeah, I'm excited. I love it.
And again, I want everybody to half turn and reverse again. Yep. So you're going to do a half, you're going to start to do a circle to the inside of the ring, Cynthia. half circle, okay, and then diagonally back out. Kevin, I want you to just close your leg, and then I want you to slow your posting down. Hold your leg on him, close your fingers, and post slower. Control how fast you post, and it will slow your horse down. That's it. And Audrey, a little more leg. That looks better. Keep that leg. Squeeze with that leg so you feel his hind end lengthen there. That's more of a nice working trot. And I want everybody to halt. Everybody halt. And don't let them back, Audrey, Lauren. And everybody posting trot again. Good, Cassidy. Cassidy, in that transition up to the trot, I'd like to see a little more connection to his mouth. You gave and got slack in the rein, so then you have a loose horse. I want to... Connected, Lauren. Turn your thumbs up. Pick your hands up. Sit in your saddle. Put the weight in the ball of your foot. Hold your legs on your horse so you feel your horse's step. And regulate him. Regulate him. Regulate him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let him walk. And that's where, Lauren, you need a little shorter rein. You need more leg and resist right here. Get stronger and hold him when you land because he's adjustable, isn't he? But what you did is you went and pulled and got light with your seat, and then where'd he go over the second one? He went right on you and he swapped. You're going to have a rail either there or there because he's out of balance. You got to keep those aids, and if anything, bend him a little right and resist. If I close, the biggest thing riding, there's a big misconception of our thoughts when we're on a horse. We think leg means forward. Leg means collection, extension, connection. Okay? All three. My horse has to accept my leg and keep my leg, Cassidy, even when I want to collect. When I land tomorrow, when I land and I jump fence 11 and I've got my last jump and this new horse that I don't know well is hard for me on that left lead, my first reaction when I land right here is to close my leg. And it's to close my leg so that I can feel my horse and balance my horse and engage my horse's back end. So that no matter what I see there, I can execute it. And it wouldn't matter if I had to jump fence 12, forward for 5 strides, and then land and jump 2 planks in a very short 3. That very short 3, the first thing I'm going to do when I land is close my leg for the short 3. Not because I want to go forward, because I want them, as soon as they land off that jump, I'm going to close my leg, they engage their back end, and they can get light in the front end. Okay? And most people think that when we need to shorten them, the first thing should be hand. When I land off that oxer, and my horse has just landed, and his hind end's flipped up over the top of me, and he lands on his forehand, and that first stride I pull before leg, where's his forehand going to be? Down on the ground, okay? That's what he did to you, right there. So he landed out of balance, didn't he? So legs, 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 okay? Next, Kara. Half halt, with your legs, with your legs, with your legs. Good girl. That was much better, Lauren. That was super. Next, Kara.
I was like, she's just saying.
Resist. Good, Lauren. Shorten your reins again. You look like me. My reins get too long. I gotta constantly think of shortening my reins. Turn your thumbs up. Keep the connection. Sink, sink. Resist. Don't let him lengthen. Don't let him lengthen until you see it. That's right. Lauren, for all of you, Betty, Cynthia, whichever level you guys are. When I want to move up, whether it's 2.6 to 3 feet, or it's medium juniors to high juniors, or it's, I don't know, there was someone else about moving up. Betty, about, going up and down. The higher the jump, When I go into that turn, when I go into my turn, I need to have my horse up and balanced. As I come out of the turn here, if I come from this music jump, and I land, and I look to number 11, and I look to number 11, and right there when I look, if I let them lengthen, if I let them lengthen as I look, I'm not going to meet it well there because I've let them change as my eyes got into that jump. I need them to maintain what they're doing until I see what to do. Okay? So Lauren, as you came out of the turn, you wanted to let him lengthen. Resist it. He's got a good motor. Be patient and keep it the same. It doesn't mean slower because you don't want it slower either. You don't want it to lengthen, Cassidy. Same thing for you, Cassidy, with him. You don't want them to lengthen, or Audrey, you don't want them to lengthen. You don't want them to shorten. You want to like press the pause button for a minute where it's just the same. 1, 2, 1, 2 until I get their eye on the jump. I see where I am and then it will come. Okay? But it takes patience. Next. Very good. Big improvement. That's it, Lauren. It's a small jump, Lauren. Make him wait. Make him wait. Good girl. When there's small jumps for you, Lauren, like this, practice what's not easy for you. Be patient and don't let him lengthen out of the turn. Don't let him lengthen. Don't let... There you go. Excellent. Very good. Next.